language to systematically destroy anyone who would let such an atrocious farce of an election take place in this glorious democracy that I call home. My sadness was palpable. I was worried what would happen under the current administration. It is worse than I thought it would be. I am broken. I am on fire. I am shriveled. I am revolutionary. I am devastated, triggered, charred, broken, silent, shamed, saddened, heartbroken, shocked, disgusted, horrified. I am desperately seeking solace in a world that has been torn apart. I look at every person on the street and want to ask them what role they played in this horrifying election. I want this anger to go away. It isn't productive. It changes nothing. It just keeps me stuck. I want that fiery, badass, wise woman in me to rise from the ashes and do something big and radical and blazing. Yeah. And yet there she sits waiting, wings wrapped around my body, shrouding me from the sledgehammer of hate and total annihilation. How do I inspire to lead and take up my banner when all I want to do is hang my head in abject disbelief that this nation chose fascism over prosperity, despair over hope, chose to believe lies over integrity? Today, I am surrounded by some of the most badass, inspiring human beings all throughout this nation, raising hell and laying the foundation for revolution in every space that we inhabit. The matriarchy is rising. And each day, as I sit in my office surrounded by feminist icons that inspire me to greatness, I plot the revolution. Blessed to be surrounded by trees and birds and sun and rain, my beautiful family, righteous fury and epic ideas. Today, 1 year after the collective march that set the world on fire, I offer you some graceful revolution. The rigidity with which the feminist movement responds to marginalization is why we are here. We must expand our willingness to speak with women face to face, to hold their experiences as reality and find our commonalities instead of exploiting our differences. When women are told they are wrong, they stop engaging in advocacy and taking action. We must hold our sisters' hands and thank them for speaking their truth instead of railing against her for having a position that doesn't ring true for us. Our pathway on our journey to revolutionary womanhood is complicated, and we don't always get it right. Pitting women against other women is critical to the survival of the patriarchy. There is no resisterhood without sisterhood. Having compassion for ourselves and others is the foundation upon which we make change in our communities. Our unwillingness to engage in difficult and complicated conversations with our own friends, the people we know personally or professionally, does not create change in our communities. If we are here to march for justice, then we must sit in the uncomfortableness of complicated conversation. If we are here to march for charity, then we must bear witness to the sorrow and difficulties that poverty and oppression are presenting to our neighbors here in our own backyard. Love is power. Vulnerability is power. Fierce expression of your truth is power. Resistance is a marathon, not a sprint. We rise in opposition of oppression. We seek opportunities to listen and learn from people whose experiences are different from our own. We give ourselves permission to be imperfect activists because it is likely we are going to screw up and get it wrong over and over and over again. But we must rise to the occasion, because if we don't, who will? I believe in a new brand of advocacy where we humble ourselves to our shortcomings and engage in acts of graceful revolution that bring light to the true reality of all of our lives. I believe that if we engage people in their own spaces, teach individuals to look at injustice as moments that touch our own lives, if we give them the knowledge of the power structure and the tools to infiltrate its membrane, then change will take place in America. This is the graceful revolution. Still we march, still we engage, resist, persist,